Recording. So welcome to our team huddle. It is Monday, February 28th, and I am so excited to have Senior Director Kim Gantt as our guest speaker today. And I've known Kim since I lived in Charlotte, North Carolina. She was so gracious, and she was a director, and I actually promoted a director down there, and I didn't know anybody, but somehow I connected with Kim and she sort of welcomed me into her group of director friends. And so that was just really, really encouraging, meant a lot to me. And so even when I moved away, we stayed in touch. And but let me tell you about Kim, you guys, because she's pretty awesome. Kim is a senior director and a lead seller. She's been with Pampered Chef for 25 years. She started her business while working a full-time job with a goal of being able to quit and stay at home with her girls. And that goal was achieved 1.5 years into her business. Let me mute somebody. Okay. Her career sales, you guys, are 1.7 million. And she has 252 qualified recruits. That is amazing. She has earned excellence in sales and recruiting for several years and earned it in 4 categories: sales, recruiting, developing leaders, and organizational sales last year. Kim is the proud Kiki of her 1-year-old granddaughter, super jealous, Hadley Jane. And one of her favorite things about PC is the destinations she and her husband, Bradley, have been able to enjoy as a result of her business. So I asked Kim what her passion is that she would love to share. And she told me that she just revamped their team's host coaching system. So I am so thrilled that she has come to share that with us, because we all know that host coaching is super, super important. And frankly, that's like one of my weaknesses. So I love how we can come together and support each other. So take it away, Kim.
Yeah, so let me get my screen share.
And thank you. I don't think I said thank you, but thank you so much for taking your time to be with us here tonight.
You're welcome. Let's see. Can you guys see my screen?
Yep.
Okay, great. All right, so let me get this set like I want it to be. I think I got it. Okay.
There you go.
So let me get my clicker down here. Wanted to start with this quote. One thing that I try to do every day is to start out my day with reading a good book. Gretchen and I have had lots of good training from the home office, and one thing that they always share with us is that leaders are readers, and that when you dig into a good book or a Bible study, some journaling, some prayer time in the morning, it just sets your day up on a good note. So if you can find the time to do that every day, you're going to see big results from your business and what it can do just for your overall mental health. So I love Mark Batterson. He is a wonderful Christian author. I've read several of his books. This is one of his latest books called Win the Day. And I love this quote because he says, almost anybody can accomplish almost anything if they work at it long enough, hard enough, and smart enough. So I wanted to ask you guys a question. What do you think you need to be able to work smart enough? What do you think you need to be able to work smart enough?
Managing time.
Managing time. Yeah. What else?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And if you guys want to chime in, you can just unmute yourself or put your answer in the chat.
Please do. Please do.
Being willing to think outside the box.
Being willing to what, Tammy?
Think outside the box and do something
outside the box. Yeah. Yeah. The one thing that I found that helps me able to work smart enough is just, first of all, believe you can do it, and then have systems in place to support it, stay disciplined and consistent. And we're going to focus a little bit tonight on systems. So I want to know what kind of systems you guys have in place now that are serving you. What kind of systems do you use now? Or maybe you really don't have a defined system and you're kind of willy-nilly, and it can be a little bit more stressful to run parties and to manage your business. So what systems are you using now that you think serve you and your customers and your host? Does anybody
Angie,
follow?
Ivy, I actually do, I only do express parties on Messenger, and I have a very structured system. So I have it all set up in boards, and I follow that same structure for every party. Of course, there's some modification when you're dealing with hosts and people, but as far as the structure goes, I follow the same structure. I have the same outline that I follow each month. I change it up a little bit each month, but the host coaching stays the same.
And Angie, how does that make you feel knowing that that system is in place and that when it's time to do a party or you're coaching your host, you know exactly what to do? You're not stressed out about it. It's just A, B, C, D.
Tap, tap, tap.
Exactly.
Is this the
Exactly,
message
right?
I want? Send it. Yep.
Yep.
I also work 60 hours a week. So if I didn't have that, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing.
Yeah. Yeah. Systems in place make all the difference. They really do. And that a system in place that Angie's talking about it with tap, tap, tap doesn't mean that it's not genuine. It just means she has a system in place. She tweaks it a little bit for each host, and it makes her business stress-free and lots of fun, right? Systems can help you manage your business to the point where it's just fun because you know exactly what to do. Anybody else have a system in place?
This is Sarah. Cindy, I do the same thing. I'm doing 15-minute parties as well. And as far as like booking parties, I just never do. I don't have any luck doing it, booking them from parties. I just do it from going down my list of Facebook friends. Sorry, I don't have a voice. And going down my book of Facebook friends and asking for parties. And that's how I get them. So it works for me.
Well, Sarah, what if we could share tonight something that might help you be able to book more parties from parties?
Yeah, that's great.
Might help. Good. Well, really some systems that I've had in place that our team uses are, we have a tracking system that we use, and you guys may have a tracking system too. And then we have some messaging and a host coaching system. And these are things that you can tweak. I've sent all of these, our whole entire document to Gretchen that she can tweak and kind of look at what you guys and share some things that she thinks might be valuable for you. But I'm going to share with you top 10 tips for party success that we do. First of all, I love the community and support they offer at all times. I love and I'm able to work it around my life and my schedule. What this is talking about is when you're working with hosts, it's about building relationships. And that is so important. When Gretchen and I were in the field doing live cooking shows all the time, we really needed to build relationships with hosts quicker, probably better than we all do today, because we were actually going to show up at somebody's house. So you want to start building those relationships when you schedule the party. I'm not sure if you guys do this, but we send a Google survey. It's a host Google survey with a couple simple questions. And it really helps me get to know my host right away. Some of those questions may be, why did you want to host? And these are all multiple choice things they can type in really quick. The top 3 products they want to add to their kitchen. I love this question, and I've got some options in there. What best describes your cooking style? What guest sales level are you working towards? Would you like a catalog mailed? I share the host booking bonus and ask what friends might be interested in hosting as well. And did you know that you can host your own trial party? That's what we call just, we're setting everything up, kind of like flipping the party. and letting them know that they can earn all the free products and discounted products, and they'd still run everything for you. So first of all, build the relationship. Is there a past host from who the party was booked? And this is something I learned this weekend. If yes, you want to reach out with a message like this and just to that past host say, hey, did you know Susie's party is starting next week? Are you sure you don't want to try this? We all know that we should be asking our host at least 5 times to work our business with us and join us as a partner in our business. And lots of times they'll say no. And then we might even ask again before parties are booked. But right before the party starts for that new host that booked from them, why not ask one more time? And that's something I actually did with all my hosts starting this week. So it's pretty cool. Pre-orders, this has been huge for me. Same thing when Gretchen and I were in the field doing live cooking shows, we always ask our hosts to get 5 orders before the party. So what I've started doing and teaching our team to do over the last couple of months is to send this message to their host the week before the party starts, encouraging her to work on $200 in orders before the party starts, and then asking if I can send her a message to text to friends that may not be on Facebook very much. And then I give her the words to text. For every $200 in orders, I give her a gift. And y'all, this weekend, it was just crazy. I sent these messages out on Friday. I was away at a retreat in Tennessee. And Saturday and Sunday, it was crazy. I had one host. Her party does not start until Wednesday. She has $1,200 in orders. Blew me away. So this has been adding quite a few orders to parties just by sending this message. And it's really about the relationship. It's about asking instead of just throwing information out at them. And then just offering a little small gift. Gretchen and I did the same thing when we were in the field doing live shows. We would give our host a Season's Best cookbook or something like that when we showed up at the house. Reach back out to the past host with the message. I already did that one. It's a slide that's duplicated. Sorry, you guys. We're going to be one short. Let's go on to this. Talk to your host and educate them and give her some simple steps. I was just kind of talking about this a little bit. Don't talk at your host, talk with her, have a conversation. You want her to know what to do, why you want her to do it, and how to do it. I love this little grid from Marketing Imagery. You can find it that you can share with hosts and just ask them to cross off the boxes when they finish them. Let them know how many, or have them let you know how many they did before the end of the party. And you can, again, give them a little small gift. But it's just things like before the party, have them check out their host dashboard. You should be sending them that link. Personally inviting at least 40 people, making their wish list and sending it to you. That's done on the host survey. Welcoming guests to the party. That's one thing that I have my hosts do. I don't do a write welcome post. I ask my host to welcome all her guests every day as they join over 2 or 3 day period. Tag all of her guests and with a question of welcome to the party. Can you comment below how we know each other? So that's coming from her instead of me. I also have her send the shopping link to anyone that can't make it to the party through the pre-orders. Engage with guests at the party. I'm telling her to do that. Thank everybody who ordered. I'm doing that as well. Take the quiz on the party planner and send me a picture of your results, and find 3 friends to book the next parties with and ask me about the booking bonus. So it's just a cute little grid of Marketing Imagery that you can share and walk your hosts through. One other thing, oops, go back here. One other thing, build relationships with guests right away. Do you guys friend request each guest and send a simple message to them? Is that something you guys do? Really helps to build the relationship. I know some of you guys said that y'all were doing messenger parties. This is actually something that you can do after the messenger party, or friend request, I guess as people are joining that. But I just send them a little simple message, thank them for joining the party, and I put the host name in there. Just say that I'm Kim or PC Chick, and that I just wanted to introduce myself. Is there anything you're specifically looking for? Just to start a conversation, and then just tell them that here's the link to access everything in the catalog, because I'm not going to have time to go over everything, and then just attach the host ordering link so that they easily have it accessible there. Really educating the host too. Do they know how to do things that you're asking them to do? How many times do you ask a host to do something and then you don't hear anything back from them? It's crickets. And what I found a lot of time is they're just embarrassed because they may not know how to do something you're asking them to do. So when I ask them to do something, I just simply say, hey, do you know how to copy and paste something from Messenger into your party? Do you know how to tag friends in the party in a post? If they don't know how, then I'm going to teach them how. And everybody loves to learn something new. And when they get free products from their party, they're having fun. And then that you've taught them something new, they're really excited, and they value learning new things. Let's talk about daily tips. We all know that we want our host to post something every single day in the party. And the thing that I have found that really keeps parties engaged for us in our organization and makes it fun for the host is just to ask her to share a fun engagement post each day. Just a game, just something fun and a quick game, and to tag all her guests in that one post every single day. It just keeps the engagement up, the excitement up. They're having fun. They're more likely to order when they stay engaged, and everything is coming from the host, not me. Of course, you want to do share daily updates and encouraging words. Adults love to hear that they're doing well or need tips of encouragement, just like we do with our children and grandchildren. It's the same. We love to hear that too. So I'm going to tell my host, oh my gosh, we have $200 in orders. All that engagement on that game you posted, it was so fun. I love reading those responses. Everybody's having a great time in the party. So just daily updates and encouragement. And if sales aren't coming in yet, I will let a host know, that's totally normal. Sometimes people don't order it till the end of the party. So it's just something you want to do to help her stay encouraged. Booking parties. That's what our job is. Our job is so much easier when we book parties from parties that we hold. And we all know that our booking goal is 3 parties from every single party. And if you build the relationship with your host, she's going to want to help you book and earn the 3-party booking benefit. So you need to give her some words to message to her friends. And towards the end of the party, I'll ask my host if that's something that she's willing to do. And, I ask permission first. Most of the time they're going to say yes. And then I'll say, it's okay. I'm going to give you some words to message. So I want that host to send some words that are personalized to her, thanking her friends for joining her party and ordering, letting them know how much she earned in a free shopping spree, plus discounts and half price options. And then just telling them, hey, I'd love to support you in your own party and help you earn a free shopping spree too. When you book your party for me, I get a 40% off, and I'm looking for just 2 more bookings for an even bigger perk. What do you think? Can my PC chick Kim set up a party for you in late March? New products come out and she has a free gift for you. Now, this is coming from the host. She's sending this message to a few of her friends, but I'm messaging everyone on the side myself and texting all the people that ordered and let them know that I'm offering a free gift when they book to help their host earn the free booking benefit. Hopefully some people are getting it, a message from the host and one from me. And I think that's a good thing, because when they're hearing the same kind of message from me and the same kind of message from their host, they're like, oh yeah, I can do that. I can do that. Plus they get that little free gift. Last thing is, before you close the party, of course, you should have asked your host, 4 or 5 times at organic positions in the party, when sales are coming in, when bookings are coming in at the beginning of the party, and you want to ask again before everything is finalized. I always share the income that I've made from the party, and then share the bookings to help them get started and get the party off to a good start, and let them know that I'm going to be the one that's running their party for them, and they don't have to worry about that. I'm going to be doing most of the work to help them get off to a good start. One more quote here to wrap things up at the end, and see if you guys have any questions. If you remember the quote I shared earlier, in order for you to accomplish anything you want, it's going to take some dedication. It might take some early mornings, some late nights. It's going to take some stressful times. But the good news is this, is if you do the natural, it sets God up to do something supernatural for you and your business. And miracles always happen at a place where our grit meets God's grace. So I hope that was helpful for you guys.
Yes, absolutely. And are you willing to share, are you able to share your PowerPoint? Because you had some really good stuff in there.
Of course. Yeah, I can send you my PowerPoint.
Yeah,
and then,
that's awesome.
And then
I
you have the full document.
Yes, thank you so much. I love some of that wording, and I was like, taking screenshots. All right. Well, who has a question for Kim?
I don't have a question, just a comment. Those are really powerful words. Grit meets God's grace. You sent chills up and down my spine. So thank you for that.
You're welcome. Nothing comfortable ever comes out of a comfort zone. You have
nothing, you mean nothing good or nothing magical or something, right?
No, nothing magical ever comes out of staying in your comfort zone. You always have to step out. And when you step out of your comfort zone, God's going to be there helping you push on through. I hear some people, and I'll just say it, they throw the Jesus card and they'll say, well, it's just not God's plan for me right now, and I'm where he wants me to be. That's not true. God wants only the best for you in your life. We're his kids, and it's no different than what you want for your kids. You want the best for them. And when we encourage our children to step out of their comfort zone so that they can grow, same thing for us. We got to step out for ours, out of ours, so that we can grow too.
Yep. All right, Angie, you had a question.
I do, and then I actually have to jump off. So my question is one that I have never asked before, but I would love to know how you maintain positivity with a host when their party's not going well and they don't have enough people and they're not getting orders and they're disappointed and you're kind of disappointed for them and for yourself. How do you maintain positivity?
Well, the main thing I try to do is look and try to analyze what's happened. So if a host is disappointed because she only has 10 people in the party, and I've worked with her and I know that I've done everything that I can, and she just didn't follow the steps that I know that are going to be successful for a party, then I'll just kind of switch gears and say, I'm so sorry we're not getting orders. We can keep the party open as long as you want it to. Maybe we should just kind of shift gears and try just texting maybe some family and friends that aren't on Facebook. Maybe that's the problem. People just don't check Facebook very often. And oftentimes when I do that, Angie, the host will get orders coming in because she's now circling back around. I'm giving her the words to say, but I'm asking her permission first. Is that something you want to do? If it is, I have some words that I can send to help you do that. If it still doesn't work out, I can't do anything about it. If they don't follow the steps, they're not going to have good results. And we all know that in the business that our that we're in now in the virtual world, that's why we overbook. When we overbook, we're booking 3 or 4 a week, we can expect, 1 or 2 of those to flop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just
Well,
the
that
nature of
was-
what we do.
I'm glad you asked that question, Angie, because I think it's a great thing to remember that like everybody has dud parties, even a $1.7 million seller, Kim, right? Like you have those dud parties.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And sometimes the Facebook thing, they think, oh, I'm on Facebook, but they just don't know. They just don't do what you tell them to do. But they
No,
can.
yeah,
Yeah.
for a variety of reasons.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. But if
Okay,
if
I
you've done-
actually have to jump off here. Thank you so much, Kim. This was fantastic. I'm sorry I have to go, you guys. I have promised someone I would come and share my expertise about something
No
else. So,
problem.
anyway,
You're-
I'll see you
you're
guys.
doing your thing, girl. That's what we're
Thanks.
all about, Sharon. Who else has a question for Kim?
Go back to your early years when you didn't have that 1.7 million in sales. Go back to those early years. And how did you establish your success pattern? It started, it didn't happen overnight. Go back to those early days.
Wow, world was a whole lot different then. Juanita, how long have you been selling?
Not long, since November, October.
Okay. I will tell you this. 25 years ago when I started, and I'm dating myself big time, but 25 years when I started, there was no internet. There was no cell phone. Everybody, I had to talk on the phone to them, right? And for a long time, it was the phone attached to the wall. Then it was the phone that had the little thing on it. It was not a cell phone, but a cordless phone, yeah, in your house. So there was no, I had to fill out everything on an order form and mail it to the home office.
Wow.
Did you do that too, Gretchen? Or
No, I never had to mail
No.
things.
no, I had to mail things. So the last day of the month, all my team members would come over to my house,
Oh my God.
bring me their parties and by a certain time, and then I would run to the post office and I would FedEx it or UPS it or whatever overnight, so the company would have it in the morning.
Wow.
So it was a different world. And back then, I worked full time. Our girls were 1 and 4. My office was in a bedroom. So on Sunday nights, that's when I worked and did all my hostess coaching, getting ready for my parties the next week. I mean, I just had to keep to a schedule. Unlike what, same thing you're doing today. As long as you keep to a schedule, the thing that makes business so much easier now is we're able to touch so many more people. I could only touch people that were in a driving radius of my house or that I could get on the telephone. So it was a lot different. I think when you just have a clear goal in mind, things change. So you really need to know what your why is, and that's going to sustain you. For me, it was staying at home with the kids. I really wanted to do that. I felt like that was my calling. But I just needed to make some consistent income. And I knew that if I worked long enough, and if I worked hard enough, and if I worked smart enough, that we were going to be blessed with that. And we were. I started, they were 1 and 4. My oldest turns 29 tomorrow. My youngest is 25. Got the bonus son-in-law and the granddaughter. And at this point in my business, I'm able to do everything from home. I'm able to keep her 1 day a week, just all to myself. So it's a totally different world. You can have anything that you want, anything, Juanita, if you're willing to work hard enough, smart enough, and long enough.
Yeah, that's, I love what you said about, being really clear about your goal, because you're exactly right. Like that's what's going to help you to get out of that comfort zone. And you're right that, the magic doesn't happen within your comfort zone. So, all right. Any other questions?
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yes. Hey,
Okay.
Julia.
Hi. So I just have a comment. Like you said, people don't know how to do things. So I just had a host that was like 72. And I said, well, you need a tag. She's like, how do I do that? And so, of course, I just screenshotted everything and circled, this is how you do it, whatever. But it's just your comment is so true. Like we take for granted what people know how to do, but do they really? So that is a good point.
You taught her something, right?
Yes, I did. She was really excited.
Yes, she was.
Yeah.
I bet she was super excited that you taught her something, right? Lots of times people that are older are teaching us, but when we can teach somebody else that's older how to do something, she's
Yep.
like thrilled to death.
Yeah, absolutely. So I just wanted to say it's so true.
That's cool. Well, thank you so much, Kim. I really appreciate you taking your time out, and I'm excited to dive into the document that you sent us for the host coaching, because we do have one, but I think it's to the point where we need to revamp it and look at it again. So I appreciate you sharing your wisdom.
You're welcome. You guys have a great Monday night.
Thanks, Kim. You
Bye.
too. All right, so couple announcements, guys. I am super excited to tell you that, let me share my screen here if I can figure out where we are. Okay, so first of all, can you guys see that? I know it's not like presentation mode, but can you see this, my screen?
You have to get rid of that thing right there.
Where? What thing?
All right, we're good.
Here we go, present full screen. There we go. Just wanted to share the top 15 so far this month for sales and recruiting. So congratulations, you guys.
We have an additional recruit to add there.
Yeah.
Sharon recruited her first person.
Woohoo! Way to go, Sharon.
Actually, I have two, so you can add two to that.
Wait a minute, did she come through yet?
She did just now.
Oh,
You just signed
You see
two
another one?
recruits today?
she's got
Today,
two. Yep.
Oh my God. Now, why can't I see you, Sharon? Where are you? That's the only thing about sharing your screen. Oh, there you are. Congratulations. That is so awesome.
Thank
How did you go about recruiting them? Who were they?
One is a friend of mine we went all through elementary, and high school together, so she's a long-term friend, and she had expressed interest, and then she was just kind of going back and forth trying to decide, and I really didn't think she would do it since I know we talked early in the month, I guess.
We've been talking about this person.
Well,
yep.
and the thing
And
is, I mean, today's the last day to get the $25 kit, you guys. And so whoever you've talked to earlier in the month or earlier in the year or whatever, just send them a quick message tonight and just let them know, hey, tonight's the last night to get that $25 deal and start for only $25. Do you want to jump in? And just send them the link to your website. Many times you will have people jump in on the last day of the month. So good job, Sharon.
Thank you. And the other one was actually in a party that just finished. She expressed interest on one of the posts that she might do it if she thought she could sell. So I reached out to her and I grabbed Pam. It's like, what do we say to her? Let's see if we can talk her into this. And so we talked to her over the past few days, and she decided she was interested. So she joined first.
Well, I am super excited to celebrate that with you.
Yes.
And then the other thing, you guys, is National Conference is going to be in person in Chicago, July 7th through 9th. So save the date. And keep in mind, or maybe you don't know this, but when you promote to director, or even further along, advanced director, senior director, whatever, you will get recognition on state. We're going to be in the Wintrust Arena. Like it's going to be a huge thing. This picture here is when Pam, I think this was your excellence or something, Pam, couple of years ago.
It
And
was, no, I also promoted to, I
senior.
promoted to senior director. Yep.
Yeah, but I think this is when this was when you earned 2 categories of excellence for the first
Nope.
time.
I don't think I ever earned 2 categories of excellence since we've
really?
been, yeah.
Oh, I thought you did. But anyway,
I did it while we were on the pandemic. I actually earned 3.
yeah, okay. But anyway, you guys, you get some major recognition. You see Kim over here. This is when she first promoted to fast track director. And, you know, we get you tiaras and sashes and all sorts of fun things. But definitely save the date, make plans to go there. Watch your email. Registration will be coming up. I don't have the exact date yet, but watch the email for that. Okay. Any questions about that?
Do we want to talk about airfare and the dates we're going and all that?
Oh, okay. So we're, Pam and I booked our airfare already, and we're going out July 6th, which is a Wednesday, and returning on the 10th, which is a Sunday. So
Right.
we kind of go out early. We, you know, make a week of it because we can. If you can't do that, then, you know, you can go out like as late as like Thursday morning and then return Saturday afternoon. Like the conference itself is literally like 48 hours. So it starts usually like noon on Thursday and ends up like noon on Saturday. But we do try to like do some fun things. We'll do, you know, one year we went to a tour a brewery, you know, other things we like to like, you know, go out to dinner or go out to downtown Chicago or play Yardsie in the hotel bar.
It wasn't even in the bar. It was in the lobby.
Right, in the lobby. We
With
get kinda
pizzas and beer
crazy.
or drinks.
And we get the janitors to play with us.
Right. I mean, it's kind of crazy, but I mean, it really is fun. And you meet, you know, so many other consultants that are always like so encouraging. And, you know, it's really great to connect with other consultants from across the country. So definitely, if at all possible, you know, do that and make a plan to promote a director between now and then. Like you definitely have time to do that.
We love buying sashes and tiaras and doing all that stuff. We love it. Like we live for that. So
right. Yep. So okay, so any other questions about that, you guys, about conference or anything else?
And we haven't done it in a couple years. So like we are itching to like buy and decorate and do stuff.
Yep. So Sharon, you're like 2/5 of the way there. We know you're
So get it done.
But yeah, I mean,
so I can go buy things.
All right. Well, then if there's no other questions, then we do have a door prize tonight, you guys. Before we do that, I want to take a screenshot. So if y'all can just like smile, turn on your camera if at all possible, and smile at the camera so I can get a screenshot and, you know, everybody can see what they're missing. All right, got it. Amanda's got her drink in her hand. Love it.
Enough alcohol in the world for today.
Oh, sorry. I know. Okay, well, are we ready with
I got it. Hold on.
This is for the non-directors, okay? So if you're a director, if you're wondering why your name is not on there, this is for all those of you who are not directors yet, because we all know as directors, we earn a director box. We already get all the new products. So this is a new product that somebody's going to get just for showing up at the team huddle. So go ahead, Pam. Thank you for doing this.
Okay. Wait a minute. I don't know what add names to the wheel. Sorry, should have had that done. Okay.
That's all right. Spin. I picked this up from Kim's meeting last week. I spoke at her meeting and I was like, oh, I love that idea.
All right.
Jenny,
woo!
All right, Jenny, congratulations. Is she still here?
I think she is. She was before yep, she's there.
There she is. Okay, awesome. Jenny, you'll be getting some happy mail from me. So
Alrighty.
thank you guys. Have a great night and a rockin' March. All right. We'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.